we celebrating today? Virgin Mary. And the Virgin Mary is a? Yes, very good. Who said that? Very good. Yes, she's a woman. All right? So I thought it'd be most appropriate that, the young ladies would help me out. Because what we are celebrating today is not just the feast of her falling asleep. We're all going to fall asleep. Okay? And the hope is that we will all be bodily assumed into heaven at the second coming. And we know that. We all know that, right? Right, Nadja? Yes, we all know that. But what I wanted to show here is what role women play in our church. Because there is much discussion among other churches outside the Orthodox Church about what the role of women is. And if you look at the scriptures, you will see that throughout history, throughout our Christian history, throughout history period, they have always had a very important and equal role. And especially in Scripture, it is an equal role that they serve. And we are balanced in the Orthodox faith. There are things that now we have that women do. There are things that we have that men do. And there are things that we do then together. One of the things that we do together is we worship together. One of the things that women do separately is they help save the man from getting himself into trouble, potentially dying, which Presbytera has done on many occasions in our 38 years of being married. All right? So there's a balance there. We do stupid things, and they save us. I'm kidding. But seriously, her example is not just her death. Her example is not just her assumption into heaven, but her example to us is who she is and what it is that she did as a human being, is that she accepted God's will to give birth to Jesus Christ. And in the Orthodox Church, we have a balanced view of her. Sometimes in Catholicism, she is over-elevated. So she loses something very precious to her, which is her humanness. Even to the point at one time that she became then the co-mediatrix along with Jesus Christ. This is not Orthodox theology. She is not God. The beauty of who she is she's human. But equally so, we don't take what traditionally can be the Protestant view, which is seen in the words of St. Paul. If you read the words of St. Paul, the only mention that the Theotokos gets is that Christ was born of a woman. That's all you get. And so that tends to then demean what she is and continues to be for us. So in the Orthodox faith, we have a balance. We understand that she is not God. And the beauty of that is that her patience and her humility and her obedience to God's will unto the suffering of her child, which I truly believe that only a woman would be able to understand the depth of that passion to see that type of humiliation, crucifixion, and death to her son, and then to still be stalwart and there at the cross with him, gives us the example. Because where were the men at the cross? There you go. I don't know where they were, but they weren't there. The women were the ones who were at the cross. And who was the one that discovered the empty tomb? Very good. Well, very good. See, the answers are getting easier now. I like that. So again, it's for us is the balance. Is that, like I said, she is not God for us. She is mortal, and she's our prime example of how to live a Christian life. But equally so, she is not just a woman, but she is an example for what she has done with us. And this is the historical evidence of who we are as Orthodox, is that we always are balanced in how we see the saints, how we see the Theotokos, how we see life in the church with all of our issues and our problems. So I wanted to leave you at least with that. Was that short enough? Okay.